Welcome to Tell It to Someone, the only show that edits out gratuitous belching almost seamlessly. First question is from Pre-Cambrian Lullaby. I think there should be a rule. When you remake a film, re-release the original 6 months beforehand. That way people can compare them and tell if it's a steaming pile of shit or not. Wouldn't you agree? Well, that depends on whether the original film was a steaming pile of shit. I mean, there are some films that have been re-released or prequelized or sequelized or whatever that are not steaming piles of shit in the sequel of it and not in the original of it. But I can't think of any because I haven't been watching films lately. I've been watching this thing called YouTube, and it's cheaper. Next question is from Ferrofly4F4. What is the airspeed velocity of a European swallow carrying half a coconut shell and flying approximate to the North Atlantic jet stream? Approximately 576 kilometres an hour. It would be in a jumbo jet because an African swallow of that size can't possibly carry a coconut shell unaided. So it would be within a plane and flying in there. Next question is from Roll of Nickels. If Benito Mussolini said that fascism should be rightly called corporatism, as it is the merger of corporate and government power, and John G. Roberts Jr., Antonin Scalia, and Clarence Thomas, and Samuel Anthony Alito Jr., Anthony M. Kennedy are all Catholics and conservatives who control the U.S. Supreme Court with 5 to 4 votes. On all matters, how should I be worrying about my weight? Well, just ask the Pope, because the Pope is like a Catholic, I think, and therefore all Catholics have to obey him. Except you're not a Catholic, are you? Yeah, just ignore the Pope, because most popes have had anyway, especially the previous Pope. But we don't talk about him because the thing that he sort of resigned over, all of that stuff. So next question is from Scavenus. How would you attempt time travel to save the world from disaster? Who said I didn't? Look, I saved the world over and over again from such disasters as would boggle the mind. I can't even think of the disasters that I have completely averted because I went back in time. Mostly because if I went back in time to avert disasters, then they never happened in the first place. So, I have massively stopped all of the disasters that didn't happen by going backwards in time and then forgetting about it. Try retconning that. Next question. From Serious Mind, my question gets skipped again. Oh dear. I skipped his question again. What was his question from last week? Australia is known as Down Under. Do you guys from the Northern Hemisphere call the Northern Hemisphere up over? Well, the Northern Hemisphere is over there, sort of ish. Yeah, over there. See? That's not up. That's not over. That's like down and to the left. And well, your left, my right, down and to the right. I mean, up there, that's Uranus. Well, sometimes it's up there, sometimes it's over there. I mean, things orbit and stuff. So, that's why I didn't answer it last time, because it wasn't a very good... I didn't have a very good answer. That's why. It's my fault, not your fault, except you keep on asking that question. Next question is from Eminem #1 fan. When someone asks, what's up, and does that you mean somebody else beat them up so hard they don't know which way is up? Yes. Well, no. I mean, the directionality is somewhat... I mean, you travelled in so many different dimensions. Well, 3, 4 if you count forwards in time. I mean, except for me, I stopped all sorts of disasters which nobody ever knows about because I stopped them. I never get any thanks. Yeah, I mean, not even like the doctor. The doctor gets thanks, but I don't even remember them myself. I'm so good at stopping whatever it is I stopped. I even forgot how to travel through time. If that makes sense. You can go now. After, answering the dovetail question, of course. And, of course, the asking a question for next week. Or you can record a question and upload it to YouTube and then put the URL up there, down there. Nobody's done that yet, like that. They just don't. I don't know why. I mean, it's sort of like a collab. Maybe I went in time and prevented it. That must have been really bad.